business. Morning all, welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. This morning I've got Duncan, and Duncan will be talking to us about what he's talking in our Amafest Amazon conference in March. So morning Duncan, how are you?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. The sun's shining, so that's always good for the end of January.
Yeah, excellent. So why don't you start with your quick introduction, Duncan?
Yeah, by all means. So my name is Duncan Barraclough. I am an Amazon freelancer. So I help Amazon sellers and brands to get started on Amazon, to optimize on Amazon, to grow on Amazon, and to launch into new markets. I've been running my own business freelancing with this since last year, and my background is in e-commerce over the last 20 years. I've worked across Europe, and I also speak German and French, and okay. I've managed reasonably large Amazon accounts in the past.
Okay, excellent. So you're speaking with us at AmafestUK. So, and your talk is titled as Why and How of Branding Succeeding on Amazon. So do you want to talk a little bit more what sort of things you'd be covering in your talk?
Yeah, certainly. And I don't really want to give too much of the content away because otherwise people won't want to listen to me at the event. But ultimately, the interesting thing with what I do is I work with a lot of different sellers in different markets with different products and different brands. And what that enables me to do is really get under the surface of what makes things tick, whether that's on the Amazon platform or whether that's a small business or, a big New York Stock Exchange listed e-commerce business. Yeah. And ultimately what I look to try and do is unravel the brand story and why people are doing what they're doing. Why do they want to do things on Amazon? What knock-on effect will it have elsewhere? And try and get everything into some semblance of channel management, because a lot of people tend to look at Amazon in isolation. Yeah. And actually Amazon can serve a purpose as a brand platform. And some of the sellers that I've worked with want to just platform themselves on Amazon, and they're not too bothered about the sales, which is on the other side of the coin to other sellers who, they basically want the internet e-commerce, passive income business almost. Yeah. But what I find is that the common things in there are basically, what is your goal? What is your plan? And what is your why? Why are you doing it? And why should people be interested in what you're doing on Amazon?
Yeah, I think you've rightly just best why people are doing it. And some people, like you said, maybe there to just profit, which makes sense. And some people may be there to just have a brand awareness. And that's interesting. And over the past few years, you've worked with Amazon sellers. And do you see building a brand is possible within Amazon?
Yeah, I mean, I have conversations with people, through Facebook groups and online all the time. And part of what I do is also mentoring sellers and brands with online marketing, digital marketing, and Amazon. And one of the questions that I'm often asked is, how do we make it work for us? How should we position ourselves on there? And before you do anything, you've got to have a pretty good stock take of where you're at and what you want to achieve. And if you're not 100% clear and you haven't ticked all of those boxes of what you want to achieve, that's generally the conversation that I have with brands or sellers to try and uncover that. Because once you get, it's like anything else in life, isn't it? The more you do in advance, the more prepared you are. Generally speaking, the better things are going to go. And I find a lot of people parachute themselves into this almost enemy territory of the Amazon giant, and then kind of, look up and think, well, we're behind enemy lines, what do we do? And I try and avoid that approach because you don't want surprises further down the line.
Yeah, so you're right, it just means, getting things prepared before going to Amazon. So what are the key things you think that a brand or even a new seller should think about before going into Amazon?
Well, I think, the operations is often overlooked. What are the logistics? How are you going to track your sales? What accounting software are you going to have in? How much time are you going to spend on the business? How much time do you have available to spend on the business? Is this something that you're doing as a side hustle outside of your main thing, or is it something you're jumping in with both feet fully into? And I think, what kind of seller do you want to be? Are you going to take other people's products and sell them? Have you got your own product? I work with a mixture of both. And the formula can succeed for almost any permutation about Amazon selling. The key thing is to try and get all all of the information that you can get in a row before you then start proceeding down that path.
Okay, excellent. So lastly, everybody wants to sell on Amazon, maybe brands, maybe, like you said, you're a private label seller. So why Amazon, you think, is the best place? Why not eBay? Why not website?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one, and we've seen the sort of paths of eBay and Amazon take different kind of routes over the last kind of years. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the high street and independent traders, businesses, and small businesses. So I'm no fan of large offshore corporations, damaging the high street and avoiding taxes. But speaking with my small business head on, where there's an opportunity, you have to maximize it. And at the moment, a good example, last night I had the TV on, and there was an Amazon ad on primetime TV, advertising Amazon Prime at £7.99 a month. Amazon's an opportunity. They're marketing an awful lot. And a lot of people are talking about how saturated the market is and how difficult it is to find a niche. And actually, the market is growing so massively that there's still loads of opportunity. There really is. And so people shouldn't get downhearted. But as I say, you do have to get those basic mental and physical steps of, what am I doing? What are my operational implications? What are my goals? You've got to get that right at the outset. Okay.
I think we'll leave at that point. So if anybody wants to reach you out, where should they find you?
So I'm in a couple of Amazon groups on Facebook. My business is called Online Star. So I've got a website, onlinestar.co.uk. I'm always happy to have a free initial chat with people if they've got questions. I'm all about trying to share information and best practice. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have a chat to you today.
No, excellent. So for everyone, so Duncan will be with us on 13th March 2020 at UK Fast for our Amazon conference, Amafest. So if you want to learn about how to build your brand and how to succeed on Amazon, raise the brand awareness, come and speak with Duncan then. And see you at the conference. Thanks very much.
Thanks.